Need to get more done? Today I'm sharing the ultimate productivity hack so you can get more done. All right, welcome back. What if you decided just to get rid of the stuff that you shouldn't be doing and only focus on the stuff that leads you to your ultimate goal? So I consider this the ultimate productivity hack because I feel like a lot of people are trying to get more done. Everyone wants to know, how can I get more done? How can I maximize my time? How can I be more efficient and be more productive? When really what we should be thinking about is what can we eliminate? And I like to use the 3-part rule, which is eliminate, automate, and then delegate. So with this rule, the first thing you do is you figure out what stuff you can get rid of. So step 1 to getting more done is eliminating. Eliminate as much as possible. If there are things that you just shouldn't be focusing on at all, those are things that shouldn't be in your life and they shouldn't be in your business. I'm gonna give you a really simple example that has to do with dishes. So let's say that you spend a lot of your time washing dishes and you feel like you're not as productive because you have to wash a lot of dishes. Well, what if you just eliminated all of the dishes in your life and you only ate with paper plates and plastic forks and spoons? Now, this is an example that obviously has some ramifications when it comes to recycling and things like that, but I just want to give you a visual example of you could simply eliminate the job of washing dishes. And I actually do this sometimes in the summer when I really don't feel like washing a lot of dishes. I'll just get a couple of paper plates and for like a month, we'll just use paper plates just for dinner, for example. Now that's fewer dishes that I have to put in the dishwasher, fewer dishes that I have to rinse and wash by hand and put away, and it just saves a lot of time. So that's an example of eliminating something in your life to give you more time so you can be more productive. Now, the second thing that you can do in order to get more done and be more productive is to automate. Now, automating, if we use that same dishes example, looks a little something like this. It looks like taking the dishes and putting them in the dishwasher. So now you have an automated process of as soon as that dish is dirty, it goes in the dishwasher, you hit the button and then now all the dishes are clean. So that's an example of automating. Now, if you were to do this in your business, this would look like using a service that automatically posts your pictures. As an example, I like using the service Meet Edgar. It's a social media management tool and it allows me to automatically post to LinkedIn, to Twitter, and they also allow you to post to Instagram as well. So with this service, I don't have to keep coming back and figuring out what to post. I've automated the entire process. So it's important to look for ways that you can automate your business and your life. And sometimes that comes down to using the right tools. Now, if you really geek out over marketing tools, tech, and software, then you're definitely going to want to check out my marketing tools and tech series. I will leave more details above this video. And if you'd like a training on how to use Meet Edgar in order to automate your social media scheduling, just let me know and I'll be sure to set something up maybe for our Sunday live training. The final step in order to get more done, and this is the ultimate productivity hack, is to delegate. And I love delegating in a couple different ways. So going back to the dishes example, an example of delegating would be to look at your kids and say, hey, you guys are filling the dishwasher, and then they fill the dishwasher and now you've just delegated your work. I know that when I was younger, my parents delegated washing the dishes to me and my sister. So they absolutely never had to wash any of the dinner dishes. We always did that. Actually, I think we washed all the dishes, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Who knows? So that's an example of delegating. Now, in your business, this might look like you hiring an assistant. Could be a local assistant, someone to help you out. Could be a virtual assistant. You could also hire a PR team. You could hire someone to handle negotiating. You could hire someone to handle sales. Don't feel like you need to do it all yourself. Even if you're a quote unquote solopreneur and you're managing your business by yourself, you still don't have to work in the business by yourself. You can start delegating little by little. Now, I do have a video on how to hire a virtual assistant if you need some more help in figuring out how to get someone to help you in your business. At this point, I have a virtual assistant. I have someone who helps me edit these videos. I have someone who helps me upload the videos. I have someone who helps me to create the blog posts and create the images and all of those things, which allow me to not only create more content, it also allows me to do what I'm best at, which is actually being in the trenches and helping my clients. So it's important to remember that your time is valuable. You shouldn't have to spend your time doing those things where you can't bring the most value. So say it with me. The ultimate productivity hack is Eliminate, automate, delegate. This is the secret to getting more done. It's getting rid of the things that you shouldn't be doing, automating the things that you want to do, but you shouldn't have to do yourself, and then delegating those other things that are not in your zone of genius so you can get more done. Now, one of the things that I've been really good at delegating is my process for gaining coaching clients. I've delegated that to an automated sales funnel, and I'd love to share with you exactly how that process works. I've created a free workshop called How to Create an Automated Sales Funnel. It'll show you how I take clients through the journey of understanding who I am, how I can help them, and then coming through to ultimately where I want them to be, which is booking a call or purchasing a product in order to work with me further. If you'd like to attend that workshop, I will leave details in the description box, or you can visit latisha.tv/workshop in order to join us. When you join me for that workshop, I'm going to provide with you a PDF checklist download so that as you set up your own sales funnel, you'll make sure that you're not missing a step. I'm also going to share with you the tech templates as well as a video click by click walking you through how to actually change those templates so that they fit you and your business. And then finally, I'm going to share with you the mind map so that as you watch the training, you'll see how everything fits together. Once again, you can get that training absolutely free. Just click the link in the description or go to latisha.tv/workshop. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.